Hi, I'm Michael Sandler talking once again about different topics in bankruptcy. Today I'd like to talk to you about what to expect when you go to the meeting of creditors in your Chapter 7 case. The Chapter 7 trustee is appointed to your case to try and see if you have any assets that he or she can take and liquidate and divide that money amongst your creditors. Now that happening is actually very rare, maybe 1 in 20 cases. Trustees are not interested in your household goods, your furniture, your television, that type of thing. They're not interested in your 10-year-old vehicle. Your retirement accounts are exempt. They're looking more for big ticket items such as houses with a decent amount of equity in them, maybe a newer car that's paid off, whole life insurance policies, cash in the bank, large tax refunds, things like that. But like I said, it's extremely rare where a trustee actually is able to get any property from you to distribute to your creditors. It's not called the meeting with the trustee, it's called the meeting of creditors. And the reason it's called that is because your creditors have an opportunity to show up and ask you questions. That actually happening is even more rare than a trustee coming after any of your assets. I can sit for several hours with clients through 30 or 40 creditor meetings without ever seeing a creditor show up. If you think about it, the big banks have millions of people file bankruptcy on them every year. Obviously, they can't hire a lawyer to attend all these things and to ask the same obvious questions that everyone is dealing with, why they file bankruptcy, or where the money went on their credit card account. Typically, the only time you'll see someone show up at a creditor's meeting, a creditor, is a lot of times if it's a personal debt, if someone loaned money to a friend or an associate and then that person filed bankruptcy, that person gets the bankruptcy notice in the mail and they don't necessarily understand what's going on, and a lot of times they'll show up to ask questions. Or perhaps if there's some accusation of fraud, such as a lot of credit being obtained right before a person files bankruptcy. But absent those things, it's very rare that a creditor shows up. So the meeting with the trustee typically lasts about 2 to 3 minutes. There's typically about 15 to 20 questions you're going to be asked. I give you a list of those questions before you even go there, so you're well prepared. Most of the questions are just yes and no questions. Did you list all of your assets and all of your debts? Did you sign everything? Did you read everything before you signed it? Are there any changes that need to be made? Are you living at the same place? Are you working at the same place? Does anyone owe you any money? Are you waiting for any tax refunds? Things like that. There's a whole list of questions, and again, they're mostly yes and no questions. So the meeting with the trustee is really nothing to stress out about. Everyone always does. I tell them they don't need to. If there are any issues with the trustee, and if any of your assets are at risk, then I should be able to tell before we ever go there to prepare you for that. But like I said, those sorts of things are very rare. Meeting with the trustee is something that you need to do when you file a Chapter 7. But with my help, we can go through it very smoothly and easily. If you have any questions about this topic or any others, please give me a call or shoot me an email.